What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Real Madrid Hub. Welcome, and I wanted to say hello to my good friends from Rangers, and I wanted to talk to y'all regarding to the defeat against Dundee United last night because it is pretty sad, of course, because you never want to see your team losing, and I was watching some video reactions and opinions, press conference, and all the stuff from different Rangers fans, and of course Steven Gerrard and all the stuff. And it was surprising for me because I was watching a little bit the highlights and the way Rangers performed yesterday. And yeah, of course, it was a defeat, but it was surprising for me how hypercritical and upset some of the Rangers fans were towards their own team. The people were very upset, and it was a surprise for me because to me, Rangers didn't perform really bad or didn't perform as bad as the other day against Malmo. And in my opinion, sometimes, and it happened to me with Real Madrid as well, and I don't want, of course, be disrespectful with y'all, but my honest opinion in this about this game, it was, I have a kind of very different approach to y'all because what I was watching in the stats, it was a different image you can get from if you only see the game. Of course, some people watched the game and the main conclusion they got, it was, oh wow, this was a horrible performance, and we played really bad, we didn't have the right attitude, and we lost again. And of course, this is for the first time in 40 consecutive games, it was the first defeat and all the stuff. And I know, I'm very aware of that. Every time your team loses, like, oh my god, this is the end of the world. But is there any real reason to be worried about that? Because when I was listening to Steven Gerrard speaking with a journalist, and she was asking about the game and performance and stuff, of course he had to say, yeah, everything is on me right now. In the next 48 hours I have to make some adjustments and changes and stuff. But is there a real reason to be super worried about that? I don't think so, man. If you take a look at the stats, and of course, again, I want to be super respectful with y'all and your own analysis and stuff, but I'm trying to bring y'all a different approach to this game, because in my opinion, it was better than you guys show in the comments and reactions and stuff. If you take a look at the stats, you will see how, again, Rangers dominated completely the game with a 68% ball possession. That is the first thing you have to highlight when it comes to Rangers, because that way they dominated. Yeah, I get it. Some of y'all maybe are saying now, yeah, but if you dominate the game, but you are unable to create big chances or something like that, it's completely useful. And that is true. But if you watch the first 20 to 30 minutes of the game, Rangers had, it was, I think, Alfredo Morelos, a couple very good chances to score. He didn't get it though, but it's like, okay, we are working on it, right? It was the right attitude again. Super back and focus on the game. So in my opinion, it was not so bad, right? So for example, if you keep scrolling down in the stats, you will see about the total shots. And you see 14 total shots. It was pretty much the same name you guys did against Real Madrid. I think against Real Madrid, it was 19 total shots, but it's still good enough. And Dundee only had 9, right? So there is another aspect I have to highlight when it comes to say, okay, yeah, we were defeated, but on the other hand, we played not that bad, right? So for example, if you take a look at the shots on target, it was pretty tight. 2-2, and shots off target 7 versus 1 from Dundee United. So it's pretty much, it's a big difference, right? So that means the shots off target means that you guys had all the time, or were all the time in the rival, shooting all the time and pressing high and things like that. Because if you are shooting, it's because you are all the time in your rival side. So that way you are in a consistent pressure, high pressure to the rival. And that means, of course, that you are attacking and trying over and over again, right? But let's scroll down a little bit more and take a look at the corner kicks, which means pretty much the same, that you are, implementing a very high pressure and trying over and over again and playing pretty much the whole game in the rival side, right? So the other thing is fouls. Dundee United committed 11, whereas you guys committed 8, which means that they had to stop you no matter what and whatever it takes. And yellow cards is the same, 4 for Dundee United, versus 1 that you guys got it in the game. So that means that you were all the time attacking, and the defenders of Dundee United had to stop you no matter what. And of course, the big chances, yeah, maybe Dundee United only had 1 big chance and you guys didn't. Okay, just 0. Okay, sometimes it works that way. Sometimes you are dominating completely the game, but you are unable to create big chances. That is true. That is true. But the attitude, man, it's like you are all the time with the high pressure as usual. And Ken was trying all the time with this kind of stuff he normally provides every single game. He, in my opinion, was again a real knife from the left side, in the left winger. And of course, Alfredo Morelos is coming back on track. This guy looks... Some people were talking about whether he's fit or not. In my opinion, he's coming back, and you have to be a little bit patient, because all the chances he had, I think it was 2 or something like that, the next day will be netted. Of course, I'm pretty sure the next time will be a couple goals, not a couple chances, but a couple goals, right? So for example, counterattacks, 0 versus 1. So you had a counterattack. Of course, shots inside the box, 5 versus 8. Again, you were all the time there. You were super close, guys. And goalkeeper saves. They have Dundee United 2 versus 1. It's pretty. It's pretty clear to me, when the goalkeeper has to save more than your goalkeeper, it is because you are all the time trying. And then passes, accuracy passes, 83% versus 59, man. This is pretty clear again. And long balls, same thing. And for example, we see here, possession loss is maybe the worst sign of the game yesterday. Not significantly worse, but still worse than the United, of course. And let's see more things here. Tackles, same thing, 17 versus 14. So it was pretty tight in every single aspect. So to me, there's no reason for panic or something like that. It is the first defeat in 40 games. So you still have, room enough to keep growing up and keep the track for the 56th title. There's no reason to me to think otherwise. So just keep calm, guys. I think that I'm pretty much sure that the next game will be better. And you are still, right now, you are ranking, let me see, in the second, right after Hearts. Hearts are the first ones right now with 2 games win. So 2 wins, and then you guys have like 1 win. You're second. Is there any reason? Is there any real reason for panic or something like that? I don't think so. So just be ready for the next game. It's going to be in 48 hours, I think. And the game you have to play against Malmo again. So guys, just stay calm. So no panic at all, and just keep doing your stuff, doing your thing, because I'm pretty sure you guys are able to reverse this kind of situation where you have been defeated for 2 consecutive games, but it's not representative at all. To me, Rangers are still the strongest, or one of the strongest, if not the stronger team in Scotland, in the Scottish Premiership. So there's no reason for panic. And I wish you all the best. As you know, I love you all, guys. I love your team. I love Rangers. And like I said, the day you won Real Madrid, I will keep Rangers in my list. I will keep an eye on Rangers season, and of course that's why I'm here talking about Rangers, and that's why I'm here trying to encourage to you all to keep supporting the team and don't panic and all the stuff. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked my own analysis on Rangers game yesterday against Dundee United, and of course I wish them the best. I wish them the best for the next game against Malmo, because they have to reverse the situation in order for them to keep moving forward in the Champions League, and hopefully you guys can qualify for the next round. And see you all in the next round, guys.